So what I want to know, Zoe, is 3 key learnings that you've had from obviously growing the business to where it is today at 50 people. I think obviously not everyone's at 27 has been able to grow a business to that size, but it'd be great to hear what sort of learnings you've had from that process.
So we did this last year when I was 26 and now I'm 27. And I think it is worth stating that, like, when we go through these things, I'm not saying that like my like words of wisdom as such are like the be all and end all, like we're doing this completely first time and fresh. But I think the journey from going from early 20s up to 50 team members, there have been a lot of learnings. And some of my opinions have definitely changed throughout that time period. One of the most important ones has been just the importance of internal operations. And so I know that our senior team were kind of pushing me for like quite a while to be like, you need to get an EA, like you're too busy, your attention's not in the right places. And I was really worried about bringing that role in because I didn't want it to come across as like a vanity hire, if that makes sense. But we got the job ad out there. Now we have Kelly, who's amazing, and she's our people manager and EA. And I think I've just really learned in the importance of having people there to support the billable teams within the business, because without them, you can't deliver the best possible work. My attention is much more focused on the things that it needs to be focused on now, instead of ordering the COVID tests for the entire business to do, or telling people off whenever they haven't put their cups in the sink. Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best at taking my cups away from my desk. But it is really important. And we have a plan to increase the amount of internal operational support that we have over the next couple of years. So that's a massive one. Like I said at Strat Day, not one person can do everything. And as we grow, and the amount of people that I'm responsible for on a day-to-day basis from a line management perspective and just responsible from a hiring perspective has changed, which means that we do need support. And I kind of had to have a bit of a talking to myself alongside yourself and our wider team, just being like, you need support. We need to make sure your attention is given in the right place. So that's definitely one. Another one is and this is me being very transparent right now, but not everyone should be a people manager. Like that is a skill that is really under-respected, I would say, in some ways. And so you can be a skill set level, you can be a manager at your skill set, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you should manage other people. And so a massive learning is just like we've always known the importance of line management and having a supportive manager, and that someone that can be empathetic and can understand that everyone is different, everyone learns in different ways, and how to get the best out of people. It doesn't come naturally to everyone, and that's fine, that's okay. It doesn't mean that you're bad at your job, it just means that that's not an element that we should bring into your job. So we've really started to understand the importance of that, and we've brought in a new structure that does enable skill set level managers as well. And also we're developing a program which will help us nurture people's management and leadership skills. So we're going to be running quarterly training programs, and everyone that's a current manager will go through that first, and then whenever people want to level up to be people managers, they will have to go through that training program. So that's a really, really important one. It's just so crucial. Like if you don't have a good manager, and I also want to iterate that everyone in our business is a really good manager, and it's because we give people the attention and the training that they currently need to do that. But it can take time, and it's something that you need to learn.
What's the final one?
Oh, final one. I think the final one is just, and this is like standard 101, but often gets forgot about, is just accountability. Teaching people where they need to take core accountability and where you also need to take accountability. I think that's like a really big one for me, is that, mistakes are always going to happen. No agency is perfect, no company is perfect, no client is perfect. And so we're all going to make mistakes, but understanding and teaching people and taking accountability for actions and understanding that. And also, I've been trying to push back to the team recently, being like, hold me accountable. Like, if I say I'm going to do something and I don't get done on time for you, you have every single right to be like, you said that you would get this done. I need it done by this time. It's really important that our team hold us accountable, and equally accountable for, we're saying we want to scale the business, but I know that both you and I sometimes will just gatekeep tasks. and be like, oh, we'll just do it because we know how to do it really quickly. And like, it could even be things like commercials and costings for clients. We'll be like, oh, well, we'll do that. But that's not scalable. So we need to invest time as well in training people on other operational things for the business and commercial things for the business that they can take so that we can have a truly scalable operation. And I think our team have become a lot better at being like, no, hang on a second. That's not a scalable approach. That's what you said that we're focusing on this year because we've gone from startup to scale up. You're going to sit down and teach me how to do that, and then I'm going to do it and send it over to you. I think that's been a really, really important one. Yeah, and I think just like to close off, like I think the people that we work with are just like the most important thing. We've always said that, but when we interview people and the interviewees always ask the team like, what's your favorite thing about working here? It really is the people. And we've really understood like even more so the importance of bringing like the correct cultural fits into the business and making sure that everyone is like aligned and on the same page. Now that's not to say that people can't have differing opinions. They absolutely should, and that is so encouraged. But just making sure that everyone's a team player and that we're all aligned in terms of what we're trying to achieve and grow here. So yeah, I've learned a lot. It's been a year. I've slept more this year, which everyone will probably be happy with. Sort of the importance of like taking care of yourself. Like if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't do a good job. But yeah, it's been good. I'm excited to see what we can do next year. And I'm sure there'll be plenty more learnings to go through then.